There's a box of letters in the attic dust, with a rusted key and a broken trust. I'm leafing through the pages of a life we knew, back when the ink was fresh and the sky was blue. Now the names are fading like a photograph, left out in the rain, a jagged half. I'm humming a melody you used to hum, but the words are heavy and my heart is numb. This is a song for the forgotten, the ones left behind, the echoes of a promise that we couldn't find. It's the sound of the wind through an open door, for the love that doesn't live here anymore. We're just whispers in the canyon, shadows on the wall, waiting for a memory that refuses to fall. Yeah, I'm singing for the silence, for there used to be a song for the forgotten, and a song for me. I walked past the park where we carved our sign, but the bark grew over and erased the line. It's like the world conspired to wash us out, leaving nothing but a ghost of a doubt. Do you ever wake up in the dead of night, reaching for a ghost in the pale moonlight? Or am I the only one still keeping score of a heart that isn't beating anymore? This is a song for the forgotten, the ones left behind, the echoes of a promise that we couldn't find. It's the sound of the wind through an open door, for the love that doesn't live here anymore. We're just whispers in the canyon, shadows on the wall, waiting for a memory that refuses to fall. Yeah, I'm singing for the silence, for there used to be a song for the forgotten, and a song for me. Is there a place where the lost things go, where the fires we started still have a glow? Or do we just vanish like breath on the glass, watching the seasons and the strangers pass? Of a promise that we couldn't find. It's the sound of the wind through an open door, for the love that doesn't live here anymore. We're just whispers in the canyon, shadows on the wall, waiting for a memory that refuses to fall. Yeah, I'm singing for the silence, for there used to be a song for the forgotten. Don't forget the chorus, don't forget the name, even if the singer isn't quite the same. Just a song for the forgotten. Desk is an island in a sea of lamplight, and the clock on the wall is a steady, slow beat. I've been sitting here staring at the ghost of the night, with a silence so heavy and a bitter defeat. I picked up the pen just to tell you goodbye, but the words are all tangled, they're trapped in my throat. So I let the first drop fall away like a cry on the very first line of this letter I wrote. Now I'm just bleeding ink on a blank page, tracing the outlines of a love gone wrong, turning my sorrow into a paper cage, writing the verses of a finished song. The black and the blue, they're starting to run, like the clouds in the sky when the rain has begun. It's a messy confession, a desperate stage, just me and my heart bleeding ink on a blank page. I tried to write happy, but the nib wouldn't move. I tried to write stay, but the paper just tore. Every letter I form is a rut in the groove of a record that's skipping on the way to the door. I see your name there, it looks like a scar in a cursive that trembles with every regret. I'm reaching for heavens, but missing the star in a story I haven't quite finished yet. If I spill enough words, will the ache go away? If I fill up the margins, will you decide to stay? But the more that I write, the more that I see that the ink is the only thing left inside me. Bleeding ink, staining the white with a love on the brink. The pen hits the floor and the candle burns low, and there's nothing left for a dreamer to know, just ink, just cold black ink. I've been measuring the distance in the hallway between the kitchen chair and where you stood. I'm studying the physics of a maybe and the chemistry of doing the best we could. The air has grown heavy, it's a liquid in my lungs, filled with the weight of the things we didn't say. We're speaking in the rhythm of our mother tongues, but the meaning is just drifting further away. And I'm learning the science of silence tonight, the way that the dark swallows up all the light. science of silence tonight. The vibration of your footsteps is a ghost on the floor, a frequency I can't quite capture anymore. I'm watching the dust settle down on your books like a silent conclusion to our longest looks. They say sound is a way, but here it's a wall, a barrier of nothingness 10 stories tall. Slowly destroyed, and I'm learning the science of silence tonight. The way that the dark swallows up all the light. It's a vacuum of sound where the heartbeat used to be, a cold, quiet laboratory of you and me. There's a formula for lonely, a logic to the ache, a mathematical proof of a heart about to break. I've decoded the data, and I'm losing the fight to the cold hard science of silence tonight. If I turn up the radio, if I scream at the sky, does it change the trajectory of this long goodbye? Or is quiet just the state that we finally reach, when there's nothing left for a lesson to teach? The science of silence. A failed experiment, a final defiance. The numbers are in and the results are quite clear. There's nobody left but the quiet in here. Just silence. Perfect. Heavy silence. Screaming through the kitchen blinds, but I'm still looking for what's left behind. The steam is rising in a steady line, a little bitter, but I say I'm fine. I stirred in the sugar, I stirred in the cream, but I'm still drowning in a half-baked dream. The world is moving at a frantic pace while I'm just staring at this empty space. Now there are clouds in my coffee, gray and deep, the kind of secrets that the lonely keep. I'm watching the bubbles break on the rim as the light in this kitchen starts to dim. It's funny how I'm all and confused, so blue, when the only thing missing is a ghost of you. Yeah, I'm chasing the silver, but the sky fell through, and now there's clouds in my coffee and nothing of you. Of a better day before the weather washed the gold away. Now every sip just tastes like regret, a cold reminder that I'm not over it yet. I'm tracing the patterns with a silver spoon, like a lonely tide waiting on a hollow moon. You said we were solid, you said we were clear, but the mist started rolling and you disappeared. Now there are clouds in my coffee, gray and deep, the kind of secrets that the lonely bubbles break on the rim as the light in this kitchen starts to dim. It's funny how a morning can feel so blue when the only thing missing is a ghost of you. Yeah, I'm chasing the silver, but the sky fell through, and now there's clouds in my coffee and nothing of you. These foggy days. The light in this kitchen starts to dim. It's funny how a morning can feel so blue when the only thing missing is a ghost of you. Yeah, I'm chasing the silver, but the sky fell through, and now there's clouds in my coffee and nothing of you. Just a storm in a ceramic cup, waiting for the sun to show up. But the cream is swirling and the world is turning. Coffee's getting cold, so cold, just clouds. Just clouds. The bartender is sweeping up the salt and the lime, and I'm just sitting here killing more than just time. I keep checking the door like you're gonna walk in, but I know that the ice in my glass is getting thin. I'm rehashing the fights and the things I should have said. A loop of your goodbye playing loud inside my head. I thought I could drown out the sound of your name, but the whiskey just adds more fuel to the flame. And every shot I take is a memory I revive, just trying to feel something, trying to feel alive. So pour me another round of regret for the things I haven't figured out how to forget yet. I'm drinking to the ice that we buried in the yard, finding out that moving on is the only thing that's hard. Yeah, the bottle's almost empty, but I'm still full of the debt of another long night and another round of regret. The neon sign is buzzing like a secret I can't keep, and the promises we made are buried 10 feet deep. I see your face in the amber, I hear you laugh in the crowd, but the silence you left me is getting way too loud. I'm a master of the what ifs, and where did I go wrong? Just a lonely drunk singing a very tired song. So pour me another round of regret for the things I haven't figured out how to forget yet. I'm drinking to the ice that we buried in the yard, finding out that moving another round of regret. Last call, but I'm still here, tasting the copper and the salt of a tear. One more, just one more, another round. I'm missing you. The October wind keeps creeping underneath. I watch the summer wither on the kitchen floor. And the garden lay its colors in a wreath. I'm standing in the shadows of a quiet home, where the silence is the weight I have to bear. Every step I take is through a haunted catacomb of the promises we whispered in the air. And I got dead leaves in the hallway, brown and gold, reminders of a story that's grown brittle and old. I should get the broom and sweep the ghosts away, but they're the only things you left that wanna stay. Every crunch beneath my feet is a piece of my heart, watching everything we built just falling apart. Winter's at the window and I'm losing my way, with dead leaves in the hallway. Skies turn to gray. I saw your muddy footprint by the closet door, a map of where you stood before you turned. Now it's just a stain upon the hardwood floor, like the bridges that we lit and let be burned. The trees outside are naked and the sky is thin. I'm shivering in a sweater you once wore, trying to keep the cold from getting underneath my skin, but the latch doesn't hold the world out reminders of a story that's grown like the secrets that a lonely man keeps. I'll just leave them there, a carpet for the pain, until the only thing I hear is the falling of the rain. Just leave. Nothing but dead leaves. The last flight to London left at 9:30, and the rolling bags have faded down the hall. I'm sitting on the carpet past the waiting line, watching shadows stretch across the terminal wall. The monitors are blinking in a rhythmic neon blue, listing cities where I know you're gonna be. But there isn't any runway that leads back to you, and there isn't any ticket left for me. Now I'm just haunted by these empty airport gates, in the quiet where the lonely traveler waits. A destination lost, a hollow boarding call in a building made of glass where the teardrops fall. You're 30,000 feet above the life we knew, while I'm grounded in the grave and the bit of you. It's a long, cold terminal where my spirit breaks, left behind at these empty airport gates. I can still see the ghost of your hand against the glass before you turned and walked into the dark. I watched the silver wings of the giant engines pass until the sky was nothing but a lonely spark. The janitor is whistling a tune I used to know as he sweeps up all the bits of my regret. It's funny how the places where people come and go are the hardest places to ever quite forget. Now I'm just haunted by these empty airport gates, in the quiet where the lonely traveler waits. A destination lost, a hollow boarding call in a building made of glass where the teardrops fall. You're 30,000 feet above the life we knew, while I'm grounded in the grave and the bit of you. It's a long, cold terminal where my spirit breaks, left behind at these empty airport gates. Check soldier sits and hesitates. The sun is coming up over runway 4, but I don't have a reason to fly anymore. Just empty, so God-forsaken empty. I finally pulled the curtains back today to see the world still spinning in its lane. But the gold upon the carpet is a shade of gray, and the brightness is a needle in my brain. I spent a week in the hollow of the dark, where the shadows were the only friends I knew. Now the morning's hidden like a dying spark on the floor that's still waiting here for you. And my eyes are stinging from the light. After all this time of living in the night, it's too much color, it's too much blue. It's a cruel reminder of the ghost of you. I'm squinting at the sun, trying to find my way, but I'm blinded by the glare of a brand new day. I wanna go back where the truth is out of sight, 'cause my eyes are stinging from the light. The dust is dancing in a silver beam, revealing every place you used to stand. It's a waking nightmare in a midday dream, to see the empty space within my hand. The world is loud and the sky is far too wide. I wasn't ready for the sun to find me here. There's nowhere left for a broken soul to hide when the mercy of the dark starts to disappear. Yeah, and my eyes are stinging from the light. shadows fall, before I have to face the truth of it all. Just the light, God, it's too much light. The train is pulling out from the platform edge, and the steam is a veil for the tears in my eyes. I'm standing alone on the cold stone ledge, underneath the weight of these iron gray skies. I memorized the map of your palm in my hand, and the way that you look when you're trying to smile. But the future is sinking like castles in the sand, and I've got to walk every lonely last mile. So goodbye, my lover, goodbye, my best friend. This was how it would end, with a wave of a hand and a closing of doors, and a heart that no longer belongs to be yours. The echo of us is a ghost in the wind, a beautiful story that's finally thin to a whisper of sorrow, a soul undercover. Goodbye, oh, goodbye, my lover. I'll leave the porch light on for a while, I suppose, though I know that you're leagues and a lifetime away. The garden is dying, the frost took the rose, and the gold of the morning has turned into clay. I'm packing the silence you left in the hall, and the sweaters you wore when the winter was deep. I'm leaning my head against the hollow white wall, on a promise I know that I'm failing to keep. So goodbye, my lover, goodbye, my best friend. I never thought this was how it would end, with a wave of a hand and a closing of doors, and a heart that no longer belongs to be yours. The echo of us is a ghost in the wind, a beautiful story that's finally thin to a whisper of sorrow, a soul undercover. Goodbye, oh, goodbye, my lover. worst of the pain. Goodbye, just a long last goodbye. In the shadows, in the shadows, the tea has gone cold on the counter. I'm still setting a place for two. The silence is getting much louder in this house that's still smelling of you. I reach for your hand in the hallway, but the air is the only thing there. I'm whispering stay to the shadows and running my thumbs through the air. Now I'm dancing with shadows in the living room light. I'm trying to catch what I lost in the night. The music is playing, but the rhythm is gone. I'm holding on to ghosts until the break of the dawn. It's a slow, lonely waltz through a heartbroken mess, twirling around in this emptiness. Yeah, I'm still in love with a ghost of us, dancing with shadows and turning to dust. I saw your reflection in the window, but it was just the rain on the glass. Funny how memories can flicker and then cut you as deep as the past. I'm wearing the sweater you hated just to feel like you're close to my skin, but the threads are all starting to unravel. Where do I end and the morning begin? Now I'm dancing with shadows in the living room light, trying to catch what I lost in the night. The music is playing, but the rhythm is gone. I'm holding on to ghosts until the break of the dawn. It's a slow, lonely waltz through a heartbroken mess, twirling around in this emptiness. Yeah, I'm still in love with a ghost of us, dancing with shadows and turning to dust. They say that the light makes the darkness go away, but the sun only shows me the space where you stay. of us dancing with shadows and turning to dust. One step for the promise, two steps for the pain, three steps for the love that won't come back again. Just me and the shadows. Have all gone home. The wine is spilled like secrets on the floor. I'm standing in the kitchen, standing all alone, listening for your key inside the door. But the silence is a hammer, and the shadows are so tall, and the picture of us fell right off the shelf. I heard it hit the hardwood, I watched the spirit fall. Now I'm staring at a ghost of my former self, and I'm picking up the glass, one sliver at a time, trying not to bleed from the way we used to be. Oh, there's a lonely bit of crime, watching how the light hits the wreck you made of me. It's sharp and it's cold and it cuts through the skin of the beautiful life that we tried to live in. There's no way to fix it, no way to make it last. I'm just down on my knees, picking up the glass. I found a piece of forever by the heavy wooden chair, and a fragment of the night we first met. I tried to hold it tightly, but the edges stripped me bare, on a promise that I haven't broken yet. And the charge of every dream we threw away. I'm sweeping up the ruins of the life that we once led, while the sky outside is turning into gray. And I'm picking up the glass, one sliver at a time, trying not to bleed from the way we used to be. Oh, this lonely bit of crime, watching how the light hits the wreck you made of me. chose to leave. I can't even put the bottle back together again. I'm just losing the fight where the heartache begins. Picking up the glass. Picking up the glass. Just a handful of dust and a transparent past. Watch my hands shake, watch the red start to flow. It's the hardest part of letting you go. Just glass. Nothing but shattered glass. Tea is getting cold on the kitchen table. I'm reading lines from a book I can't finish. The silence in this house is loud and unstable, and the light in the hallway has started to diminish. I still reach across the bed in the middle of the night, chasing a shadow that's no longer there. Just a ghost of a dream in the pale moonlight, and the lingering scent of your skin in the air. Now I'm just picking up the pieces of me, the ones you left scattered across the floor. Wishing I could find what we had before. Every memory is a thorn, every smile is a scar. I'm a map with no compass, following a dead star. Trying to mend what's been torn at the knee, just picking up the jagged little pieces of me. Your name is a secret I keep behind my teeth, a song on the radio I have to turn down. There's a world going on, but I'm underneath, feeling like a stranger in my own hometown. I saw your coat hanging up by the door. Wishing I could find what we had before. Every memory's a thorn, every smile is a scar. I'm a map with no compass, following a dead star. Trying to mend what's been torn at the knee, just picking up the jagged little pieces of me. They say time is a healer, but time is a thief. It steals all the color and leaves only grief. I'm gluing the edges, I'm trying to stand, but I'm holding my soul in the palm of my hand. door's still locked, but the windows are wide, and there's nowhere left for a broken heart to hide. Just pieces, nothing but pieces. Sitting at the table with a bottle and a pen, starting on the chapter where the world begins to end. I've got the opening sentence, but the ink is running dry, just like the shallow promise in your final cold goodbye. I'm scratching out the forever, and I'm circling the stage, trying to find a metaphor for the way you walked away. But the edges of the paper starting to curl and burn underneath the weight of the lessons I didn't want to learn. It's just a rough draft of a heartbreak written in the dark, a stuttering rhythm, a cold and lonely spark. I'm crossing out the memories, I'm bleeding on the line, trying to make a story out of what used to be mine. The grammar is all broken and the rhythm is all wrong, just the messy first rehearsal of a lonesome bitter song. It's a jagged little outline of a soul that's been torn, the rough draft of a heartbreak waiting to be born. I try to write a hero, but he's hiding in the hall. I tried to write a cancer, but I'm staring at the wall. There's a coffee stain on patience, and a tear on letting go, and a million little footnotes about things I'll never know. Should I end it in the winter? Should I kill the summer sun? Is there any way to edit out the damage that you've done? I'm a writer with no ending, I'm a poet with no pride, just a notebook full of secrets that I'm trying to hide. It's just a rough draft of a heartbreak written in the dark, a stuttering rhythm, a cold and lonely spark. I'm crossing out the memories, I'm bleeding on the line, trying to make a story out of what used to be mine. probably tear it up and drown the final paragraph in a half-empty cup. But for now it's all I have, this sink and this regret, a story about a person that I haven't finished yet. Rough draft of a love that didn't last. The pen is getting heavy and the candle's burning low, and I'm stuck on the first page with nowhere left to go. Just a draft, nothing but a rough, sad draft. Coffee's gone cold in the ceramic blue cup, and the clock on the mantle is ticking too loud. I'm waiting for you to finally look up, but your head is wrapped in a dark, heavy cloud. We're sitting 3 inches apart on the leather, but it feels like a canyon that's carved in the floor. We used to talk through the worst of the weather. Now we don't even know what we're fighting for. And we're saying it all by saying nothing at all. The silence is screaming, it's hitting the wall. Just nothing at all. I reach for your hand, but I pull it back so afraid of the ice that I'll find on your skin. There's so many things that I want you to know, but I don't even know where the hell to begin. The television's flickering, casting the ghost on the faces of people we used to be. I'm the one who loved you the absolute most. Now I'm just a shadow you refuse to see. We're saying it all by saying nothing at all. The silence is screaming, it's hitting the wall. Every I love you is lost in the air, replaced by a cold and a vacant stare. Just nothing at all. Break the stillness, give me a lie, give me a reason to break down and cry. Just don't leave me here in this quietest hell, where the toll of the bell is a story we tell. just nothing. Across the spines of stories never told. I'm sitting in the corner, row 13, reading the margins of where we have been. The sign on the wall says silence is gold, but I'm shivering here in the damp and the cold. I wanna tear the pages, I wanna confess, but I'm choking on the weight of this emptiness. And I'm screaming in a library at the top of my soul, but nobody hears as I lose all control. It's a hurricane trapped in a paper-thin chest, a heart that's been put to a permanent rest. The words are all around me, but none are the truth. I'm losing my mind, and I'm losing my youth. In a room full of wisdom, I'm falling apart, screaming in a library with a broken heart. I found our names carved in the back of a chair, a ghost of a feeling that's no longer there. I'm surrounded by poets who died for a kiss. Did any of them feel a hollow like this? I wanna break the quiet, I wanna shout wide until the ink runs dry and the fountains all cry. But the librarian's watching with eyes like a stone, and I'm just a volume that's left all alone. And I'm screaming in a library at the top of my soul, but nobody hears as I lose all control. It's a hurricane trapped in the paper-thin chest, a heart that's been put to a permanent rest. The words are all around me, but none are the truth. I'm losing my mind, and I'm losing my youth. In a room full of wisdom, I'm falling apart, screaming in a library with a broken heart. Hush now, the world says keep it inside. There's nowhere for a writer's spirit to hide. Between the once upon a time and the end, I'm looking for a chapter where I don't have to beg. Screaming in the hallowed halls of the dreaming. The exit sign is a blurry red light, and I'm checking out into the cold, quiet night. shows the dust on the handle of the pantry door. I'm reaching for a mug, the one with the chip blue rim, the one you used to fill right up to the very brim. But my fingers are a choir of 1,000 tiny fears, and the ceramic is a mirror for these uninvited tears. I can't even hold a spoon without a steady beat of regret, in a house that hasn't learned how to be empty just yet. And I'm shaking hands in the kitchen, just trying to pour a little bit of normal on the wreckage of the war. Every rattle of the glass is a ghost of your name, and I'm the only one left here to carry the blame. It's a tremor in the marrow, it's a fault line in the bone, the terrifying rhythm of being left all alone. I'm just a nervous shadow of the man I used to be, shaking hands in the kitchen with the memory of we. I saw your grocery list tucked behind the toaster oven, a bread and a milk and a don't forget I love him. I tried to crumble it up to throw the paper away, but my palms were like a storm at the end of the day. The towel is so cold and the fridge hums a lonely tune, like a funeral march in the middle of June. I'm staring at the toaster, waiting for something to break besides the fragile silence and this godforsaken ache. And I'm shaking hands in the kitchen, just trying to pour a little bit of normal on the wreckage of the war. Every rattle of the glass is a ghost of your name, and I'm the only one left here to carry the blame. It's a tremor in the marrow, it's a fault line in the bone, the terrifying rhythm of being left all alone. I'm just a nervous shadow of the man I used to be, shaking hands in the kitchen with the memory of we. They say steady as she goes, but the ship has already sunk. I'm breathing in the air of a love that's turned to junk. I just wanna hold a glass without the world starting to tilt underneath the heavy shaking pressure of the guilt. Shaking hands in the quietest part of the promised lands, but the coffee is spilling, the countertop is wet, and I haven't found a way to stop shaking yet. Just shaking, God, I'm still shaking. down the side. It's been there since the night that you said we were through. I got 1,000 secrets I'm trying to hide from a world that keeps asking for news about you. I smile for the neighbors, I laugh at the guys, I put on a mask like a well-rehearsed play. But there's a cold kind of hunger behind these blue eyes. It follows me home at the end of the day. 'Cause you're the only one who knows where the real me begins and the shadow goes. The way that I shake when the house gets too still, the space in my soul that no stranger can fill. You're the only one who knows. I went to that diner on 49th Street. The waitress still asked for coming at 10. I told her you're busy. I stayed in my feet and I felt like a ghost among the living men. Anyone else would just see a man moving on, drinking his coffee and checking the time. But you'd see the wreckage of everything gone and the way that my spirit is starting to climb back into the dark. 'Cause you're the only one who knows where the real me begins and the shadow goes. The way that I shake when the house gets too still, the space in my soul that no stranger can fill. Yeah, you know the scars that I never would show, the parts of my heart that I'm forced to let go. The curtains are drawn and the porch light is low, and you're the only one who knows. So the way that I'm dying in this empty space, you know, everything I'm afraid to let show. The door's double bolted, the windows are tight, but you're in the room with me every night. The only one, the only one who knows. house is in the attic, and the tape is finally dry. I've signed the final papers, and I've learned how not to cry. The house is sold to strangers who don't know about the ghosts, or the way we used to dance to the songs we loved the most. I thought the book was finished when you pulled the car away, but there's a little shadow that follows me each day. A tiny piece of writing at the bottom of the page, like a bird that's still singing in a rusted metal cage. It's the postscript of us, the part I didn't plan, the shaking of the spirit and the trembling of the hand. After all the forever and the never let you go, here's a small quiet heartache that I'm forced to get to know. Footnote to a love that turned to dust. Just the bitter, aching postscript of us. I found your silver bracelet in the pocket of my coat, and a half-remembered thank you on a yellow sticky note. I didn't think these trifles would be the things to stay when the heavy weight of living has been carried far away. It's the ghost of a habit reaching for the phone to tell you that the garden has finally overgrown, but the number is a desert and the dial tone is cold. Just another little story that will never quite be told. Oh, it's the postscript of us, the part I didn't play, the shaking of the spirit and the trembling of the hand. After all the forever and the never let you go, here's a small quiet heartache that I'm forced to get to know. It's the ink in the margin, it's the whisper in the hall, the little bit of something after we lost it all. A final lonely footnote to a love that turned to dust. Just the bitter, aching postscript of us. The story had its glory, and the story had its pain, but the postscript is the drizzle at the end of all the rain. It's the part you never mention when they ask you how you are. It's the dull and steady throbbing of a deeply hidden scar. The postscript signature had been. I know there's no zip code for the place you're hiding now. No way to send a message through the veil across your brow. But I've got a mountain of every day to tell, and I'm sending these ink stains down into the wishing well. The postman doesn't stop here like he did a year ago. The mailbox is a desert where the weeds and silence grow. So I'm writing on the air, I'm folding up the light to reach you in the middle of your everlasting night. This is a letter to the hereafter, a desperate reach for the ghost of your laughter. I'm filling up pages with the things I never said, tucking all my sorries in the blankets of your bed. All the stars any brighter? Is the quiet finally sweet? I'm just waiting for the day when the two horizons meet. The dog still looks for you when the front door swings ajar, and I still talk to your empty seat when I'm driving in the car. I wanna tell you that the garden's finally starting to bloom, but it feels like a sin to have color in this room. I'm reporting from the surface of a world that's lost its spin, just waiting for the moment that you'll let me back in. This is a letter to the hereafter, a desperate reach for the ghost of your laughter. I'm filling up the pages with the things I never said, tucking all my sorries in the blankets of your bed. All the stars any brighter? Is the quiet finally sweet? I'm just waiting for the day when the two horizons meet. I won't ask for a sign, I won't ask for a spark. I'll just leave the porch light burning for you in the dark. If I write it down in cursive, doesn't make it more than breath. Is there a bridge of paper that can span the width of death? It's a letter to the hereafter, tied to the echoes that live in the rafter. I'm filling up the pages with the things I never said, living in the wake of the life that we led. Are the stars any brighter? Is the quiet finally sweet? I'm just waiting for the day when the two horizons meet. No stamp, no seal, just the weight of what I still feel. I'll leave this on a nightstand in case you wander through. Yes, I'm still in love with you. Step. I'm still carrying your secrets like a heavy winter coat in the middle of the summer on a sinking little boat. I try to set the bags down at the corner of the street, but my shadow keeps the shape of where our lives used to meet. I've got 1,000 how I used tucked inside my sleeve, and a mountain of the reasons why you had to leave. They tell me that it's over, they tell me I'm at fault for keeping all these memories locked inside a vault. But the lock is rusted shut and the key is in your palm, and I'm the only one who can't find the quiet or the calm. 'Cause you're away, I can't put down a ghost that follows me through every part of town. I'm stumbling under the gravity of everything we were, while the edges of my world are starting to blur. It's not that I'm not trying to be stronger on my own, it's just that you're the heaviest thing I've ever known. I went to see the doctor to see why my chest is tight. He said the x-ray's empty, but I know he isn't right. He can't see the way your name is etched into my spine, or the leaden way I'm walking through this life that's only mine. I'm tired of the muscle ache, I'm tired of the strain of carrying the sunshine while I'm standing in the rain. 'Cause you're a weight I can't put down, the ghost that follows me through every part of town. I'm stumbling under the gravity of everything we were, while the edges of my world are starting to blur. It's not that I'm not trying to be stronger on my own, it's just that you're the heaviest thing I've ever known. Should I drop it in the river? Should I bury it in clay? But if I let the burden go, you truly fade away. And as much as it is killing me to carry all this lead, I'm terrified of what I'd be with lightness in my head. That you're the heaviest thing I've ever known. My shoulders are tired, my heart is so sore, but I'll carry you for a mile or two more. A weight I can't put down, but just one more step